yeah. Whiskey in my brain, drowned in my vein, chasing these memories like a runaway train. You were my fire, now I'm stuck in the rain. With whiskey and the heartbreak, I'm losing my way.
What's up, guys? SpongeBob Collector here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 best villains on SpongeBob. Each villain was chosen due to popularity and from what I could find on the internet, basically others' opinions. So this ain't my personal choosing, this is just what I could find. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Let's get right into the video. Flats the Flounder. Flats the Flounder is a one-off villain from the Season 3 episode The Bully, in which he is introduced as a new student at Mrs. Puff's boating school. He soon establishes his desire to kick SpongeBob's butt, leaving him in a constant state of anxious fear at the prospect of being the victim of Flats' bullying. The episode sees SpongeBob going around Bikini Bottom and doing everything that he can to avoid getting his butt kicked before eventually scumming and facing Flats head on. For a character that has had only one major appearance, Flats made a massive impact and impression upon fans of the show, cementing himself as an iconic villain of the golden age era of the show. It further helps his case that the Bully is chock full of iconic moments from the show's history. Despite being a one-off, he definitely made it to this list fairly. Kevin. Kevin Sea Cucumber is the leader of the iconic jellyfishing fraternity known as the Jelly Spotters, and is primarily the antagonist of the Season 2 episode I'm Your Biggest Fanatic. After meeting Kevin at a jellyfishing convention, SpongeBob expresses his desire to join the Jelly Spotters, which begins a very practical joke where Kevin and the rest of the Jelly Spotters put SpongeBob through numerous impossible feats. Kevin is a villain that shines massively because of the execution of what would seemingly be just a simple dismissive celebrity bully character. And it's just crazy because, like, you wouldn't expect this from a damn vegetable from under the sea. I'm happy to say that he has made recent appearances, so he ain't a one-off, but this one episode has, everyone remembers Kevin from that first episode, I'm Your Biggest Fanatic, and he's pretty iconic. It was funny. He was funny when he was crying, when he got his crown ripped off. That episode had a lot of good moments. A very underrated episode, I'd say so. Bubble Bass. Bubble Bass is a notorious overweight bass character who is most known for his belittling and bullying of the residents of Bikini Bottom with his large stature. He is most commonly known for his iconic Season 1 episode Pickles, in which he gives SpongeBob a hard time about not putting pickles on his Krabby Patty, which forces SpongeBob to leave in shame. After taking a break from having any major roles in episodes for a good minute, the character has thankfully bounced back in regular seasons to become a mainstay and a part of the regular cast. Yeah, he only showed up twice in Season 1, and it was in later seasons, like a few more seasons later, he finally became a main character. I find Bubble Bass hilarious because he's just a big asshole, you know what I mean? He's just like one of the biggest douchebags that live in Bikini Bottom, and because of that, that's why he's made it on this list. Doodlebob. Doodlebob is a magical drawing of SpongeBob brought to life thanks to a magical pencil, most commonly recognized as the villain of the Season 2 episode Frankendoodle, one of the best episodes of the golden era in SpongeBob. It doesn't take long before Doodlebob turns upon his creators and begins attacking SpongeBob and Patrick after stealing their magical pencil, using a variety of drawn objects to create a moment's whim. Even in just his debut episodes, Doodlebob established himself as one of the most creative and formidable villains in the show's history, going beyond simply being an annoyance and actually harming SpongeBob and Patrick. His mumbling voice and sketchy design also makes him an iconic and memorable villain, acting as one of the best one-off villains of the show's history. And he actually made later appearances 16 years later in Season 11, the episode Doodle Dimension, where his powers are even further explored. I gotta say this was definitely one of the most creative things that was made, like, when it came to a villain in SpongeBob history. Like, it was such a smart episode, and it was one of the most iconic episodes. Some of the funniest moments in this episode. But the main reason Doodlebob's made it to this list is because he basically tried to kill SpongeBob by erasing him. That's why he's made it to this list. Karen. Karen is one of the most recurring villains in the series. As a computer wife of the series' main antagonist, Plankton, she usually acts as the brains of Plankton's operations and plans, as she has limitless vast of knowledge thanks to her computer intellect, and has evolved greatly over the course of the show's history. While initially being simply a monitor on a wall, she has grown to be more and more prevalent and core not just to Plankton and his schemes, but to the entire show as a whole. While Karen was certainly a great character in the early episodes of the show, she truly came into her own after a collection of episodes that focused on her interactions with Plankton. Episodes like Plankton's Army and Single Cell Anniversary helped further establish the core connection between Plankton and Karen. And, you know, I know that in episode she wasn't like the biggest part, like, involvement of being a villain, but the most recent movie, SpongeBob movie, Plankton the movie, she had her moment to shine, and she was one of the most badass villains that we've ever seen in SpongeBob history. Dennis. Dennis is a one-off villain featured in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie as a deadly hitman hired by Plankton to stop SpongeBob and Patrick from reaching Shell City. He defined by his cutthroat and bloodthirsty demeanor, brutally taking down anyone and everyone in his path as he scores through the ocean on his trusty biker motorcycle. Dennis is the perfect type of intimidating threat that works so well as an original character for the big screen, even further amplified by the effective vocal performance from his voice actor, especially in a world and setting so well known for its bright, cheery, and comedic atmosphere. It works wonders to have a character who is the exact opposite, being hardened and defined by anger and wrath. This allows for even him to have a number of great comedic moments throughout the film, leading up to his inevitable confrontation with SpongeBob and Patrick. The Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is a ghastly and deadly ghoul that haunts and terrorizes all of Bikini Bottom with his collection of scares and mischievous schemes. The character is easily the scariest and most deadly of the entire villain lineup, acting as a great transition place for the series' more horrific moments. SpongeBob and his friends find themselves at the mercy of the Dutchman and his dastardly ways numerous times throughout the series, most notably in episodes like Shanghai, Scaredy Pants, and Born Again Crabs. The Flying Dutchman is easily one of the most iconic and long-standing villains in the entire series, having a multitude of great appearances from the very first season up until the latest seasons and spin-off shows. Despite his highly deadly and dangerous appearance, what makes the villain so great is his adaptability, being able to change from a formidable foe to an annoyed, ghostly acquaintance depending on the episode. The Flying Dutchman is a OG in SpongeBob. He's been there for a long time, since the beginning till now. So yeah, he definitely earned a spot in this list. Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble. Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble are both arch enemies of the iconic superhero duo of Bikini Bottom, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and have battled against the duo for decades. While Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble have both had their own collection of great moments across the series in numerous Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episodes, they are at their best when they team up with one another. The episode Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 5 shows the villainous duo in glorious fashion as they perfectly work off one another throughout the episode. Even after Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy have been retired from the show, Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble continue to make appearances, proving their iconic stature and not being defined by their arch enemies. The duo are easily some of the most iconic and most recognizable villains in the show's history, having countless iconic moments between the two, and even succeeding in their even plots more often than not. Squilliam Fancy Son. Squilliam Fancy's son is the former classmate of Squidward and lifelong arch-rival, having constantly succeeded in finding riches where Squidward has not. Despite having an appearance that is nearly identical to Squidward's, Squilliam has a distinctly different luxurious lifestyle and a high-class prejudice against Squidward, and his failed efforts at success. Squilliam also finds himself to be the antagonist of a number of episodes, including one of the best episodes of the series, Bang Geeks. While many of the antagonists throughout the series have only acted as simple antagonists to Spongebob, Squilliam is the rare and highly original recurring antagonist of another major character, Squidward. This shift in focus allows for much more creative and varied stories to be told from Squidward's perspective. With Squilliam as a primary antagonist in Squidward's own engaging adventures, the character hasn't had a major role in the series since season 7, which is a shame as he's one of the most unique and iconic villains that the series has ever seen. Plankton. Plankton is the primary antagonist of both the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise, being a menacing organism who runs the Krusty Krab's rival restaurant, the Chum Bucket. Fueled by his drive to steal Mr. Krabs' secret Krabby Patty formula, Plankton is constantly concocting schemes and plans to steal the formula and take over the world. Plankton has been the star and primary character of a number of iconic episodes, including Plankton, Fun, The Algae's Always Greener, and Plankton's Army. More than simply the most iconic and most recognizable villain of the franchise, Plankton's outstanding screen presence and countless amazing moments makes him one of, if not the best character in the entire show. There is simply no shortage of iconic and unforgettable moments that can be traced back to Plankton, with his evil schemes and dastardly ways making him a constant comedic highlight. Simply hard to imagine what kind of show SpongeBob SquarePants would be without Plankton, as he is arguably one of the main things that carries the show in certain episodes. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I would like to apologize for my how I've been speaking in episodes. Some stuff I don't say exactly right, so I wanted to say this because I made a post about it on here before. I actually have a speech impediment, so when I stutter or some of my words ain't all perfect, that's why. But thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.
Fuck you! Whiskey in my veins, drowning